Hello Leo, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general life reading for your sign. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. Thank you. Okay, so some changes coming in for you later on. Let's just look at that. Bottom of the astrology deck is third house messages. Let's get some goddess guidance now. Okay, let's see what else we can get for you. Some changes going on in your home. Bottom of the goddess deck is Mother Mary, expect a miracle. So whatever you have been asking for, something will come to you of that. Let's get a destiny card for you. Strength, okay. And then finally a Numerology card. Okay. Nothing is set in stone, mutable moon, and the bottom of that deck is communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Okay, so let's have a look. All right, so for you, as I said, these are interchangeable between you and your person. Cordelia, go outside. 10th house, the world. So there may be external factors that come into the relationship that may be affecting the relationship. So in this case, it could be your career or some aspect of that. You'll just have to see. But it can also be that you're coming into your own sort of power, your own authority, or your person, you're viewing them in that way as well. So just apply it how it resonates. But normally the 10th house is to do with career, fame, reputation, and also public status. So this could also be indicating a public status change for you. So this is how other people see you. So this could be going from, being employed in an organization to being self-employed, something like that. Or it could be a single to a married individual. It's your status, where you fit in. And so that it all comes in. But it's also the anything official. So this can be like something that you're entering into. or it could be so with an authority figure or through an authoritative institution, but it can also be maturity and gaining wisdom and rising up in authority or power, or however you want to look at it. But it's everything outside the home. It's often what you aspire to be, it's what you admire, and so on. So you could be striving for something personally, and it could also be that your person is viewing you in that light. They could be seeing you as being very mature, very wise, and having some power and authority. Or it could be that you are viewing this in yourself. Perhaps you've also been working hard, and so 10th house matters have taken up a lot of your time. You'll just have to see how it resonates. But I do feel that you have been working hard, that you have had you've been creating a foundation of some sort, whether this is in yourself personally or within the relationship, but some sort of foundation is being created here. 10th house is very much about that, and that's why there's that authority and official situation going on, and also it's about reputation and so on. And so it's creating something, creating a foundation, a strong foundation. Saturn normally rules this house, so there's definitely strong, firm groundwork being laid. But it's also saying that, Cordelia, go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So I do feel that this is also about, maybe you have had your nose down into your work or into this life or whatever it is that's been going on, and you hadn't had a chance to really lift your head. And it's saying that you need to do that. You need to bring in fresh air, fresh energy into your relationship right now. And you can do that by going out into nature. Also spending time in nature, or maybe by the sea, but just getting out into nature, even if you've got a garden, going out into that, connecting with nature, because that will help to bring this fresh energy and renewed enthusiasm and vigor is the word I'm looking for, strength, which is what we need here. It can also be that something that you have been working on to do with this, whether you're raising your profile or whether you are striving for some sort of maturity or authority in something, or even if you are laying a very strong foundation for your relationship or within your connection. You may have been in a partnership for quite some time. It's saying that whatever you have been sort of toiling away at is got a good chance of manifesting in the month of May. Okay, so just see how that goes for you. But this is about you're connecting with something here as well. 3 and 4 is 7, so that's right place, right time. So you may be rising up in power or rising up in notoriety, and it's affecting your relationship. But you may just have been working really, really hard, and you need to freshen things up. You need to get a change of environment and a change of energy so that you can get a new perspective and lift yourself up. Because with the 10th house matters can sometimes be very ambitious, very focused, very determined, very goal-oriented, and you kind of it can sometimes be a little bit heavy as well. So make sure that you're getting out and bringing that fresh energy and that connection to nature into yourself and into your relationship. Now for your person, we've got Chiron healing and we've got Sarasvati, the arts. So there's actually quite a bit of green going on here in the top section and here as well. So this is all heart energy, connecting to whether it's expressing what's in your heart or expressing other aspects of yourself. So this is saying for this person, they may have quite an artistic bent to them, or they have a side to them which perhaps they're not necessarily expressing at this time. And it could be quite artistic, it could be musical, they could have some kind of expression, or they could be needing to just immerse themselves in a hobby or an interest, which is going to help them to heal in some way. Because they've got Chiron healing here. So this is wisdom through pain. Basically, that is the aspect that Chiron brings. It's about some healing that needs to take place, but there's a wound that has either been sort of covered over, or it's just been sort of ignored or suppressed. And sometimes what happens is the situations which brought on that original wounding or situation, or some kind of loss, or some kind of like trauma, or just some kind of jarring circumstance, or just like a wounding, whether it's emotional or physical even, or both, something keeps reoccurring to do with that. I mean, themes keep coming back into this person's life, and it's because the original wounding or loss or incident or situation wasn't ever really fully understood or healed. It kind of got, something grew over it, and it kind of left it there. So something will keep reoccurring to do with that, because it needs to be opened up. The light needs to get in. The person needs to look at that and actually bring it into the light. Acknowledge that this situation, whatever happened, had a place in their life. It's shaped who they are. And as soon as they bring it into light, it loses its ability and power to hurt them, because now it's in the light. It can be seen fully. All the circumstances can be looked at from a new place of neutrality, and then forgiveness can be put into action, especially forgiveness of releasing themselves from having their energy trapped there. This little festering wound or this incident which kind of never really went away, and it's because the incident had circumstances around it which weren't really fully integrated. So it's about that whole process, and once they forgive themselves and forgive their actions, or forgive whoever was involved there, and release their energy from that situation, then that energy now comes back fully to them, and they can utilize that for healing. Okay, it's also about understanding perhaps where natural remedies, natural therapies, and anything related to that, and even medicinal, how it can help them in their life to overcome certain things, learning about it, integrating certain things to assist them to move forward. And this can even be in any kind of therapy. It can be naturopathy, it can be any kind of therapy or remedy which has a natural basis, because Chiron does rule the natural world, and so it could be something that they've come into contact with, or they would like to try personally themselves, but they can also seek help. And once they have used that method to help themselves, then they may be able to help others with it as well. But through this process of healing, they're going to be given some sort of key. So this is through this process of healing, whatever it is that they've gone through, something from their past, or however it could even be past life. Once they understand the process and they've healed themselves, then they can use that to help others. And that is an incredible tool. And that is part of their mission this lifetime, understanding that and then helping others. They don't have to do it in a formal capacity, although this card does indicate that they can. They can learn more about it and then use it as a career or as an interest. But it's also just about understanding and being empathetic with others who are going through similar circumstances. So something occurring with that, they're going through deep healing at this time, and they can use their artistic side or their abilities, whether it's musical or just affinity with any artistic endeavor or creative endeavor. It can be writing, it can be stage work, it can be whatever's their thing. Connecting to that, because that brings them into the present moment. Any sort of art therapy is wonderfully healing, and that will help them to clear out and sort of get to grips with the situation and sort it out once and for all, so that it doesn't keep repeating. So I would just say within your situation that this person has been busy with this, and whatever it is that they would like to do or enjoy is going to help them to stay in the present moment and actually deal with certain things which they may be carrying from the past, which need to be aired and released now. Current situation, you've got white Taurus sensitivity and you've got fourth house roots. So fourth house is something going on in your home environment. So this is normally to do with your actual physical home, the structure, but it can also be where you are currently residing, whether you are together or you come together in one or either of your homes, depending on what stage you are in your relationship. But it's where you base yourself. And it's also it could actually be the atmosphere in the home or the people in your home. So whether you are sharing or you have a family or you have other people in the home with you, there's some shifts and changes going on there. It can also be that the relationship with family, roots, traditions, foundations, ancestry, ethnic identity, all of that. So something is coming in to do with that, whether it's one or either of you, or if you're in a long-term relationship, you may have connections to this because you've been together for so long. So it's some aspect is coming in there. It's saying white Taurus sensitivity, you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So this is anything that triggers you, whether this is physical substances, toxicity as in chemicals in the home. Clear out things that are toxic, bring in more natural substances. And this is why I feel you've got the Chiron healing as well. They may be having a rising up of allergies or something that is connected to emotional situations. And this can be triggered by things going on around them, whether it's relationships, something to do with the environment, or whether it's actual situations, or whether it's chemically related. Whatever it is, something is triggering either one of you, but it could also be present in the home itself. It could also be the actual structure of the home. Perhaps there's something that needs to be sorted out. It can be this condition of the home. Perhaps it's old and certain things need to be sorted out, or you may need to change your home environment. But it can also be the family or the atmosphere in the home. There's something that needs to be sorted out. And it's saying that as soon as you start on the ascension path, then you naturally become more sensitive because you are raising your vibration, raising your consciousness. And you're going to find that certain things will trigger you, whether it's actions to do with your person or actions in the home, or whether it's the physical home itself. Or it could be relating to family traditions, visiting family, or connecting to your relationship with your family history. And it could very well be to do with your person. Perhaps they have something from their family history which was painful for them, and this is creating this situation of sensitivity. Things are triggering, and so something needs to be sorted out with that. But certainly there's a home focus or a relationship to the family, the ethnic identity and ancestry, something there. As I said, it could even be past life. Something is coming up now to be dealt with. But it's saying that do everything you can to improve every one of these circumstances, to release both of you or your relationship from being triggered all the time. Spend time in nature. That will help to ground and balance your energies, and just remove yourselves or yourself or your person from those situations to limit exposure while you're ascending, while you're going through your growth processes. So for the advice, we've got Erakura blossoming. We've also got void of course moon missing, and then we also have nothing is set in stone, which is a mutable energy. So this is saying that there are things, and this is saying the same thing. Void of course moon missing. This is the moon goes through a sort of a shadow period where all is quiet between signs while she's moving. But now what it's saying is that you're not going to have that light of the moon shining on things. So it's kind of like a dark period. And it's saying that things are not what they seem. Okay, things are not what they seem. Nothing is yet set in stone. So there's movement occurring. There's communication that is required. There's things that are shifting. Things can go either way at this point. And that you have opportunity to adjust your sails within the relationship, or it could be you personally or with your person and your relationship. But there's opportunities to adjust things according to how the situation is unfolding. So don't think that that everything is fixed and that you cannot be shifted currently. Things are not what they seem, all right? You haven't got everything sorted out. Not all the facts are present, and you're not able to see them all at this time. So this period is actually saying it's time for to pull back, to just continue on with your normal activities, all right? So no big initiations, no big energy, putting lots of energy into things that you don't want, okay? Just focus on what you have been doing, your normal routines, but also spend time in contemplation. This is a time for rest, recovery, dreaming, and planning. Okay, so whatever it is that you're wanting to initiate, whatever it is that you're hoping to put into motion, just wait for a while until this energy has passed. Normally this is prevalent for about a week in real time, but it may be a bit longer than that, and just see how things feel. But it will feel that you're in a sort of a pause period. It is that kind of pause. Just wait. look at things again, and wait till the energies have shifted. And this is like your dreaming and your planning period, but it's also time to gather your resources, okay? Because things are not what they seem, and nothing is yet set in stone. So there's still factors to come in which you are not aware of at this time. Then we've got Erikura blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. So obviously this is probably to do with your relationship. There are factors which still need to be worked out. Don't become impatient. Don't lose patience with yourself, with your person, or with this process, or whatever it is that you're undertaking right now. This is slow and steady progress, but it's blossoming. You are blossoming. There are opportunities for growth, and you are going to reach your goals. But just at the moment, it may not look like that. As I said, things are not what they seem. So just keep going, keep moving forward. You may also find that because we're on the natural therapies and remedies and so on, this is also highlighting the natural world. It's come up here in Cordelia, and it's come up in the Chiron as well, saying that nature is your best friend at this point. Spend time in nature. There may be an opportunity to make use of flower essences or flower remedies or essential oils, something like that. It can be a learning curve for you or your person. Any one of those may help you at this time, especially the flower essences and flower remedies. They work on the emotional body, and they work on many, many different levels. So you can take one or two remedies, and and that will support your emotional situation most profoundly. So look it up, do a bit of looking at that, Bach flower remedies or whatever you can find, even essential oils, whether it's for massage or something like that, and get it help and get advice. But it can be something like an interest of yours, which can eventually turn into a career for either one of you, or just out of interest, okay? But it's saying that the floral kingdom is here to help you. It will help you, and that will help to raise your frequency, because one or either of you, both of you, is feeling incredibly sensitive at this time. So any time you spend in nature, either one of you, and for your person it may be the arts as well, it is going to raise your vibration and help to raise your consciousness. And all of these natural things are coming in to assist you at this time. So that's just a side thing, but don't give up. Don't give up on your person, yourself, your relationships, whatever is going on. Just keep going, and use your whatever facilities you have around you to assist you at this time to keep your emotional side raised up. And just be aware that things are not quite what they seem. It's not the best time to be initiating big things now. Just keep your energy steady, and wait for that shift to pass, and then you can move forward. So this is going to require a little bit of strength from you as well. So just stand steady, move steadily forward, and stand strong, and don't give up. The bottom of the Moonology deck, communication is key, new moon in Gemini. So this is like a fresh start coming in. Something is shifting or changing, and it's like a clearing of the decks. It's also sort of like there's potential in dreams, which is very much what the void of course moon is all about. Okay, it's about having a dream or having actions which you would like to take, and it's that planning and sleep and recovery and dreaming stage that you go through before you move forward, and your communication is key. So this is to do with your person and other situations around you. Communicating is going to be very important, to be clear. Okay, choose your words with care, and this is also about manifestation to a large degree as well. Use positive words, positive thoughts. Words are spells, so be careful what you're casting, okay, and what you're hearing and what you're listening to as well. And just be aware, you may have a decision to make at some point as well, but communication is going to be very, very important in that process. And just be aware, be careful of your words, and do your research if you need to for whatever may be the situation. Do your research and talk to others, network if that's going to help you, and draw on your resources, but also listen. pay attention to detail and listen. Listening is just as important as doing, okay, because listening is where you get your guidance. All right. Now, for the potential and the sort of outcome, we've got Una Easy Does It, although you've got a lunar eclipse change coming in here. So this is cyclical, all right? Cyclical, something is coming in. It could also be a bubbling up and a bubbling over. So it could be that something has been bubbling away quietly in the background, and you couldn't, because you've had void of course moon and nothing is yet set in stone, you couldn't quite perhaps get your finger on it or get your sort of handle on it, but you were aware there was something in the background. If you are aware what it is and you know what you need to do, then preempt this action and take steps, okay? But it could also be that something is coming to you which is kind of like a bubbling over, and this is the speed and the unexpectedness of it could take you by surprise. All right, so but it could also just be rapid healing and rapid transition from one phase to another, and suddenly this realization and this perception shift comes upon you, or comes upon your person. But it's like a realization can happen as well, where you suddenly see clearly what it is that you need to do. And this is why you've got this period of planning and rest and recovery and dreaming and so on, because nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, you need to talk about things, you need to do your research and so on. This shift or change, in some cases it can cause a bit of a sort of a change of pace, which can be a little bit uncomfortable because you're not used to it, you know. But until you find your feet, just be open and welcome the change, because whatever comes in for you is necessary, it's important, and it's something that must happen. So this is something that you may be expecting, but it will materialize. So if you are aware of it, if it's you that has to make the action, then make the action. But if you are waiting for something, then do all you can to prepare, you know. But it's saying that this is a cycle change. This can unfold and wrap up within a 6-week period, or it can take up to 6 months. Okay. So for some of you, it may feel a little bit uncomfortable, but for some of you, it might be a huge relief as well. Something realizing, some perception shift, and it comes quickly, and it could just be a relief from a difficult situation. Perhaps you just had no clarity whatsoever about something, but just wait, because the mists will clear and something will come up for you. And this is why I've got Una Easy Does It. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So do what you can. Do what you can with what you have available to you, but don't force or hurry. Okay, there's no need to do that. And it's saying here that as well that everything is occurring as it's supposed to. All right. So whatever timing shifts come in here with this lunar eclipse, it's supposed to happen. So just go with the flow. Go with what needs to be done. Do your best to open yourself up to the changes. Welcome them in, because then the things will go much more smoothly for you. So you may have to let go of a few old ideas or old attitudes, things like that, to embrace this change. Okay, welcome it in, as I said. And Easy Does It. So this is about nurturing your cause, your relationship, what it is that you're planning together, or what it is that you're doing together. In some cases, it may be very personal as well, but this is about nurturing your causes, nurturing what's important to you, your pet causes, your relationships, whatever is coming up to be dealt with. It's nurturing that, and spending time, putting effort in to bring it to fruition, and that is certainly kind of what's coming in here. It may involve a shift of course of some sort, where you may be diversifying what it is that you're doing. Perhaps for you it's career related. You may be diversifying, or your person may be diversifying into things that interest them more, or they may be changing course. And this is saying that just slowly release what is moving out and slowly change course to what is coming in, but do it on sort of a transitional basis. So from full-time to part-time, and then eventually it will move away. So it's kind of a shifting and a changing direction, and it will unfold, but don't force or hurry things along, because it will unfold in its own time, and just go with what needs to be done in the moment. We've also got third house messages, so this goes with the communication side as well. So third house covers all forms of communication, written, verbal, and even body language. It also covers contracts and documents, so that may be coming in, it may be affecting you directly or your person or your relationship as a whole. It could be home related, maybe you're moving home, maybe you're changing home, maybe you're just changing something to do with the home. But there's something differently coming in. It can also be receiving news. Perhaps you are waiting for news, and this is why you have this pause period here. So just make the best of this pause period. Make the best of it. Get your remedies out. Spend time in nature. Do whatever you can to get into your garden or whatever it may be, while you are waiting for things to unfold or for this news to come in or a message to be delivered. It can also be discussions with others, and this can be general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings. It can even be neighbors, and this is perhaps why you have the fourth house. So there's some communication required here or coming in for you, or the relationship, as it were. And it can also involve a short journey, a car journey maybe. So there may be plans around that, or short trips. But it's very much about communication and getting a message out, or waiting on a message to come in, or it could be documentation that's coming in. So only sign contracts and things once you've got all your facts and things clear. Wait until you are clear, because nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, so just do everything you can to discern what is the right thing to do, but just keep going until you feel the energy shift, and then you will know what to do. And you've got here, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. So have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So you can apply this to however it resonates with you and your relationship, or it could be that your person is going through something a little bit difficult at the moment, and you've sent out a request or a prayer, whatever is appropriate for you in this relationship. So whatever you have requested has been heard and is being answered. And don't be too fixed on a set outcome, because the Mother Mary and the universe and God know what is best. They can see much more than you can. They have a much wider perspective. Obviously, they know all. So whatever wisdom and whatever they bring in response to your request will be right for you, okay, right for your relationship, right for what it is that's coming, and just rest assured that have faith, have faith that your prayers have been heard, and there is an answer coming, and just bide your time until you feel the shift and the change, and then you will know what to do. Hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Take care, have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time.